always seem to get me to chuckle right before we record.
Genie in a bottle.
Genie in a bottle. Great song.
There's always some off the wall, something about to it happens before we record, it seems like.
I think so.
something, I don't know. It just seems to happen to us. I don't know.
Uncanny. We decided that the next topic we'd love to talk about is self-worth.
Mm-hmm.
Where do you want to dive in?
I was sharing with you a story actually about this recent client who signed up because she was wanting to increase her wealth, increase her cash flow through increasing her business. And basically the only thing we really started working on was how do we increase your self-worth? Because self-worth and net worth are parallel with each other, right? And so, you can't have one without the other. So as you increase your self-worth, which what we did with her, we just started looking at her life and all the ways that she brings value to life in all the categories of life. And we looked at any guilt and shame that she was having and carrying around herself, so she was not beating herself up. And as we started dissolving these emotions, and as she started seeing her value for what she brings to the planet, she didn't really have to do much else because she just started attracting more clients and attracting more opportunities, and the wealth just started going up. And you could just see it as she started feeling better about herself and her self-worth was going up, her net worth was going up. And when we look back and notice that, it was just amazing for her to see this and how the relationship is. You don't need to necessarily go out and do a lot of more marketing. Start with the internal first and get your self-worth up. What do you notice about that?
Oh, I think it's huge. And I've experienced very similar stories with my clients as well, really looking at, what's going on inside, where they may even be subconsciously blocking themselves from receiving because of their self-worth, because they feel they don't deserve it. One of the things that it's so simple, but I absolutely love it, that had a major impact on my life, is to really look at all the subconscious beliefs of what you've attached to your worth. So I will be worthy when, I deserve this when, I'm not allowed, say, higher income or cash or a relationship or whatever it may be when. And it's fascinating to see all the conditions you put on yourself. You're just worthy because you are. There's just nothing around that. There's no condition, no thing that you have to be in order to be worthy, right? And it's mind-blowing when you actually get, consciously you may think, oh yeah, like, I want things to change. I want to attract and receive and change things in my life. But subconsciously, you may have these conditions that are attached to what you perceive you're worthy of, right? And so it's not only being conscious of what's going on in your mind of your self-worth, but also subconsciously too, because that also has an impact.
Such a great point. And another thing that I find common is we'll tend to subordinate ourselves or compare our lives to other people and thinking that, well, that's what success looks like. So if I don't look like that, then I must not be successful. And so the reality is we all have our own form of success. We just don't take the time to see where we already are successful. Where do we already have our wealth, and what areas of our life do we have it? Because it's going to be based on your highest values and who you are. So when you try to compare yourself to someone else, it's ridiculous because they have a whole different set of values and a whole different life. And so when you can just look at your life and see, based on your values, where do you have wealth and success already existing? And when you can recognize that and you see that completely shifts your self-worth, because now you realize that, hell, I've already got it all. There's nothing missing. I'm already here.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's fantastic when you can make that shift, and it just takes away so much stress and tension when you realize there's nothing missing. You're already there. You just got to recognize it.
Yes. And what's interesting, and as you said, it takes away the stress. And when we're, really stressed and really in our mind and have all this noise and all this chatter, it's not allowing us to be present with what is and to actually receive. And also have the eyes to see what we do already have and be grateful for that. So just recognizing your own gifts just as you are. You are worthy as you are. No condition, no if I have this or if I do this, any particular action, you're worthy as you are. Period.
Yeah. I always like to say that there's nothing you need to attract that's outside of you that's
Yeah,
going to make you feel fulfilled. If you're not already fulfilled by just being you and loving yourself, you certainly can't have anything externally come in that's going to really make any long lasting impact. It may feel good initially, but again, if you're internally not loving yourself and having that self-worth, it's going to spiral back into that again. So it's an inside job. And so this is where you start with getting clear on your worth by just recognizing what you bring to the planet. What are your unique gifts and talents and offerings that you have? Because everyone's got their own unique stuff. You just got to recognize it and find it.
absolutely. I think that's so well said. And if anyone here watching this video with Dr. Dave and I would love to uncover their values, their genius, raise that self-worth, have an impact on their net worth, we'd love to help get you there. So Dave, where can people find you?
The best thing is go to drdavetuck.com, and then from there you'll see links to all my social media and even the clinic that I own in North Texas, and also some retreats that I'm offering. So, and what about you?
I'm in Kitchener-Waterloo, so feel free to book a chiropractic consultation if you want to dive into the body first. And then if you're looking at more getting into the mind, I can be reached on LinkedIn, most social media outlets, Facebook, Instagram. Would love to connect and share our wisdom with you and what we've learned.
Beautiful. Great topic tonight, self-worth. So I love it. So thank you for your wisdom and sharing, and looking forward to next time.
Yeah, me too. Take care, Dave.